Welcome, everyone, to the very first Djentlemen's podcasts.
Woo!
My name is Docky.
Hey.
I'm joined by Lee. Riot, thank you for that follow. We are already showing off our fancy overlays. But I'm
Let's
Docky. We are
go.
joined by
Are we
Lee,
going to announce every single follow?
Kay, and down below me we have Zantor.
Hello.
We are the Djentlemen's Club, and we're going to try and talk shit for about an hour. So, shall we begin?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Right. We have a list of things to talk about. This will probably be a bit messy. This is our very first podcast, as I say.
No prep, apart from Docky's fancy layout.
There's been
Well,
some
yeah.
prep, maybe not as much, but there's been some. So the very first topic we have to discuss is who we are. Now, shall we go in clockwise order? So we'll start with Lee. If you want to introduce yourself, what do you do? Who are you?
Me first? Oh god, okay.
Pressure.
I'm Djentlee. I stream Guitar Hero or Clone Hero, some Apex Legends, some other bits as well. I create reaction content on YouTube, and yeah, I'm with these guys for the first podcast. I'm nervous as fuck, but yeah, we're good. And that's me, basically.
My name is Docky. I also stream Guitar Hero. A lot of Guitar Hero. We play some Minecraft. I'm a bit of an idiot. That's kind of my gimmick, if we can call it that. But yeah, that's pretty much me. Also, I'm Scottish. If that seems to be a running trend that me being Scottish is a thing. I don't know why. But
Very
I didn't
important
actually
part.
realise.
You didn't actually realise what?
No, I didn't realise that you were Scottish.
Oh, right.
The more you know.
Good
I'm not
observation.
Irish, to be honest.
I mean, yes, the accent's definitely there. I don't know. It's really misleading, mate. It's really misleading.
Could have been Welsh. Could be Welsh.
Could be.
Although, every time he speaks, there would then be like a bunch of Y's just in there,
Correctly.
and G's and W's all over the place.
Use
True.
code Lee at checkout. You will probably hear a lot of that tonight. Just a heads
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
But yeah, I'll pass it on to Kay.
All right. Okay. So my name's Kay. My real name is Karen. I am a 43-year-old trainee veterinarian nurse from Basingstoke.
That sounds like an intro to The Weakest Link.
I mean, it
Hi,
was
my
either.
name's Karen. I'm 43 from
Oh,
Basingstoke.
Nah, for realsies. Nah, my name's Kay. I'm a small, wee, little, scrappy English dude, and I play a shit ton of Clone Hero, as the same as Docky. I don't know where he's sitting up here somewhere, but wherever he is, a lot of Clone Hero, and I like to say rude words and make people laugh and take jokes a little bit too far sometimes, but it's all good. It's all gravy.
Oh dear.
And finally, we have Zantor himself.
Hello. I am Zantor. I've been streaming since about October 2017. Been playing Clone Hero most of the time. I also chart stuff for Clone Hero as well. Made the Djent Hero packs. Yeah, I've got a nice little community, I'd say. I mean, we all have, really, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely one of the good things. And
Hell yeah.
as we will discuss soon, it's kind of part of the reason as to why we all came together. But yeah, if people haven't realised, I know for me, my real name isn't actually Docky. Djentlee isn't Lee's real name.
What?
So there's
Huh?
a question for you guys. How did you get your name? Like, your online alias?
Mine's sort of like, I mean, it's pretty obvious, I'd say. It's a mixture of my love for metal and then my own name. It's just put together. That's basically it. Although a lot of people get
Your
confused
name
when
is
it's
Djent,
DJ.
and you like the genre of music called Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. A lot of people call it Djentlee by accident because they don't know half the time. But yeah, it's that's
That's
pretty
not a
much
ring
it.
to mind.
Just
That's got a
think
ring
when
to
you
it.
retire, like you retire from being a full-time Twitch streamer, like you're in your 60s, early 70s, and like you're going around all the old folks home like being a DJ, and that could be your name, Djentlee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could
and
be.
you could play like all like orchestral stuff, on on your little disc jockey setup, you know.
That'd be pretty
good
sick,
shout,
I
you know.
think, yeah.
Like a bit of not Rod Stewart. That's not orchestra. I don't know, just a load of classical stuff for all the old people. You know, that's what old people like, right?
Well, another place the name kind of came from really was Tenacious D's "Fuck a Gently."
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
see.
yeah.
That was a story I knew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What about you, Ducky? Where'd you get your name from?
My name I've had since I was probably about like 13, 14 years old. There was a guy in my year at high school. I'll be honest, I didn't get on very well with him. He was one of the cool kids, if you can call him that. A little bit of a bully, but he
Not
just...
so cool now.
No. I mean, I don't know. I've not heard from him for about like 10 years now. Because I left school, 8 years ago? That's a different topic. He randomly just came out with like Docky, and it kind of just stuck. The nickname stuck throughout high school, and then when I got my PS3, PS3, I had to create an online alias. I took my nickname from high school, the year I was born.
Why did you get that nickname?
I have no idea. Well, I say that, like, my second name is Docherty, like, so
Oh, of course,
they've
yeah.
kind of just shortened my second name, because, in fact, I don't think there were any other Liams in my year. There was a lot of Ryans, but not Liams, so, yeah, it was just,
How many people had James in their class?
I had a James.
oh yeah, yep.
I don't think. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has a James in their class.
I think they're probably the names that just stick, like James, Ryan, like Chris. I don't
Chris
know.
was a common one for me as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
But yeah.
I had about 2 Chris's.
We had a few Joshes in my year. I remember that.
Oh, yeah,
I had a
Josh.
yeah.
That's a big one.
I did have a Josh.
There was never a Lee. I never met another Lee.
I knew a Lee. I knew a Lee.
I think there was a Lee in the year above me, but not in my year.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I
that's
know
how
one Liam as well.
that's how Docky 93 became a thing. Not Dosey 93 for those watching. Docky
Always call him
93.
Douchey.
Douchey 93. But yeah, Kay, how did you get your
Oh,
alias?
It's a bit of a whirlwind story. I'm not gonna lie, right? So, I was playing a show a few years ago, and we were playing this small pub in Gloucester, and I have this. When I get a few too many beers in me, I turn into a little character I like to call Emperor Keen, where I like to do more than everyone else. I want to be like the guy, right? And a friend of mine had a condom in his bag, so he was blowing it up, putting it on his head, doing that whole, when you blow air in through your nose.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's a really fucking cool idea. Let me take that condom off you and put it on my head. So I started doing it and trying to show him up a little bit. So I started pegging it around this little this smoking area. Bang, right? Straight into a bollard. Like, really hurt my head. And realized, like, anytime I make a bad idea, I'm just going to call it condom head. So stylized it with a K. Went and joined Twitch and thought, I need a name. I don't want to use condom head. So I just took the first 2 letters and sounded them out for K and H.
I mean,
Interesting.
that's that's the first time I've discovered that story.
Yeah.
It's an
Oh my
interesting
God.
one.
I knew about
That is-
Lee's, but that's special. Like, that's damn.
Way more
Condiment.
interesting than mine.
Go on. What's the origin of yours, Zantor?
All it is I took my last name, which I'm not going to say it, but I just removed a couple of letters, added a few letters, swapped a few letters around, and Zantor. That's it. For anyone who knows my actual name, you'll be able to work it out.
Yeah.
But
His actual name is Gantor.
shut up.
He just replaced the G with a Z. That was it. But yeah, now you guys know how we all got our names, roughly anyway. Condom head, that's great. I actually love that.
Sounds like a reject superhero, doesn't it?
You should dress up for that as Halloween.
Here's one, right? If you could all have one superpower, what would it be?
Ooh.
One superpower.
I'll start while you're thinking of yours. So mine would be transformation, to be able to transform into anything. Because think about it, you could transform into yourself, but with wings, and then you could just fly. Or you could transform into Superman, because you know of Superman, right? You could be anyone and anything at any time. So
That's a
it's the
good
ultimate
point.
superpower.
That is kind of cool.
You could turn into yourself, but invisible.
I mean, after hearing that, I feel like that's just the one to go for.
It's the
Yeah,
ultimate one.
like, 'cause I mean, the typical one is like all like either flight or invisibility kind of thing. But I mean, yeah, that's a tough one. After you've just said that, like, transformation, I'll take that.
I ruined the question for everyone.
Yeah, that's the question there. But yeah,
I just saved mine till last.
we can maybe do that next time. We'll go away and think about it, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
Because this podcast, by the way, I forgot to even say, we're going to be doing it every month at the
Monthly.
pretty much the start of the following month. So next month will be March.
5th March.
5th of
4
March.
weeks
Oh
from
yeah,
now.
true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's 28 days in February. Good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will.
Which reminds me, we've been making like videos on YouTube for over a month now. Crazy to think that, right? That 1 month ago we just released the channel trailer. Crazy.
Wow.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Flying
yeah.
by.
Speaking of which, if you haven't seen the channel trailer, go watch it. It's quite the giggle.
And there's so many hidden things in it as well.
Yeah.
Like it's packed with little references and all sorts. Like the fact that in one of the scenes I made the rain go sideways, just casually. You know, I bet
You're giving it away,
Early
man.
in
You're giving it away. Let them find it.
you gotta make like a behind the scenes video at some point of that, right? I think that'd be quite good.
I think that
Me and
could
Doug
be
could
interesting.
just sit there for like half an hour and just talk about what we did. And
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Like,
Yeah,
Could
for
do.
sure.
'cause that I think that could work if we create a video on the behind the scenes of the whole thing, how we
There's a
all
lot to
came
it.
together and brought it together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna hop back over to the topics, and we have how
What we got.
and when did we start streaming? I know it's all a bit different for each of us, as some of us have been streaming for quite a while, whereas others are somewhat new to the streaming game, but are still definitely smashing it. So we'll start with one of them, and his name is Mr. Djentlee GH. How and when did you start streaming?
Zantor, wrong way, dude.
For me, it was the right way.
It's the same. It's the same on Discord.
I'm looking at Discord.
So you're below me.
Oh god.
K is to your right. But anyway, Lee, how and when did you start streaming?
I started in April of 2020. But it must be about 9 months now. 9 months ago. 10 months ago.
If we're going by
Wait.
months, it'll be 10 months.
Yeah, I think it was actually exactly 10 months ago today. I started streaming. And yeah, I started with Clone Heroes, just going with it. I started streaming every day. Pretty much wouldn't miss a day, and then I decided eventually to start doing YouTube content and stuff. So this year I started by reducing the amount of days I stream, so I could focus more on the YouTube. And yeah, now I'm streaming 5 days a week, doing YouTube content about the same amount. And yeah,
That's popping off as well. Like you recently just passed me.
yeah. I mean, I reached
And a half.
1.5K today, so it's pretty crazy.
So yeah, 1.5k subs in such a short period of time. It's, as I say, like you're absolutely smashing it. Not just on Twitch, but on
Thank you.
YouTube as well. Because that video,
Fair enough.
was it yesterday? That's sitting at what, 10k views already?
Yeah, the one from yesterday. That's the one that put me over the 1.5 today. So
Absolutely
it's
insane.
it's crazy what's happening. Yeah,
It's good though. It's good. You've been putting a lot of hard work in, and it's seeming to pay off.
yes.
I would say from an outsider's point of view. But yeah. How and when I started streaming. So technically, my very first stream was back in 2014. I was playing some Destiny, just the original OG Destiny with a couple of mates. Didn't really take it seriously. Streamed here and there. and then kind of patched it. And it was December 2017. I was living in my flat with a good friend of mine, Gary, and he seen me play Guitar Hero. He was like, "You're pretty good at this game. You should try stream it." I was a bit like, "Yeah, I don't know," but he eventually ended up convincing me. So I had no tech like to stream at that point, but because Gary was pretty tech, I don't even know how to word this, but tech savvy, yeah. He had a spare webcam, he had a spare microphone. He was like, "There you go, use that, get that to get you started." We started streaming, and by the 27th of January, so just over a month, I got affiliated on Twitch, which was pretty sweet. We streamed for... I didn't have a schedule for about 6 months due to work. Was in a management position, so couldn't really dedicate the time that I wanted to it. But eventually, I came to the decision, with the stress from work and really wanting to push on Twitch, I decided I'm going to leave and set up a schedule. And then from there, I can't even remember my schedule from back then.
Schedule.
Oh jeez, this is schedule, whatever. It's the Scottish
inside
accent.
joke for anyone who's watching. Inside joke. Whenever anyone says schedule wrong, like schedule, I'll always correct them, no matter if it's in the middle of a sentence or anything. Always.
To the point where we had the upload schedule, I've then renamed it to be upload calendar. So like basically where we keep track of video ideas and the stage and the like workflow that they're in. So it's now the upload calendar thanks to Zantor. But yeah,
you'd learn how to say schedule correctly.
Yeah, maybe one day. We kept streaming, and it was, I think, early 2019. I had a bit of mental health issues, and the streams kind of stopped for most of that year. The mental health was really bad. It was affecting every part of my life, like from work to friendships, like everything. So I took a bit of time off Twitch, kind of just streamed when I could. And there are still a lot of my personal viewers right now. Big shout out Pikachu in particular, who have stuck around that whole time, would always be there when I did stream, which was fucking awesome. But it was February of last year, 2020, when I decided, my mental health was in a better place. February 2020, I got everything together, set up my new schedule, and I've been hitting it hard ever since. Initially streaming four days a week last year. This year I've upped it to 5 days a week, with also some YouTube content, this group project here, as well as another project I've got going on with Gary. And my community is just amazing. Like they're insane. They're so supportive, so supportive, and I love every single one of them.
Yeah, you've got a great community,
and I'm glad that I've got these three guys here as well in that community. They've been big helps over the last wee while. They've been really supportive with me. So yeah, I'm not gonna get too sappy. I always get sappy. Like my chat can vouch for that. Like I get very sappy. So I'm gonna stop. That's pretty much my streaming story. I'm gonna pass it on. I get my webcam. So we'll go down to Kay. Kay, if you take it away, because you're also relatively new on the streaming side of things. How
you started around the
when...
same time as me, didn't you?
Sorry?
Started around the same time as me, didn't you?
I think I started 3 days before you.
Yeah.
Like, so it was the same month, same everything. But yeah, it was, yeah. So essentially, obviously, with everything that's going on, I ended up getting furloughed from work. So I was at home, not really doing much. I'd run out of DIY projects to do, and I didn't really want to do any baking. So I was like, okay, what can we do? And I was just playing a lot of Clone Hero to myself. And I thought, I've got this like bootleg GoPro I ordered off Amazon a few years ago, and I've got a Band Hero microphone. Why don't I just kind of give streaming a go? Like, why not just broadcast this? And I tried it a few years before, playing Sonic Advance, and I was wondering why no one was watching, because it's Sonic Advance. So put that in the bin.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, you should see my first overlays. They were dreadful. But yeah, so I think the first like couple streams, I was essentially just streaming in here to my partner in the bedroom who was requesting songs, just requesting pure Cara Cara Bonito. It was amazing.
We'll get
Still never
copyrighted.
hit the FC. Still never hit the FC. One day. But yeah, I think it was about like month and a half later hit the affiliate, and where I was furloughed from work for so long, I had just all this time to stream on the same, and it was keeping a bit of order with everything that was going on, because that much time inside and not being able to do anything, like myself, if I wasn't doing anything, I know it would have driven me mad. So the fact I'd managed to make a schedule, meet a load of new people as I was going, like, it was absolutely fantastic. Oh, sorry, yeah. I managed to make a new upload calendar.
Yeah,
and
there
it
we
was
go.
going absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it just carried on going, met a load of awesome people. Ended up going back to work at a new place, so the schedule ended up changing. But
Schedule.
the upload calendar changed. So I'd like to say about 90% of the people that were with me on the old upload calendar stayed with me on the new upload calendar. But yeah, of course, like intermittent with that, like association with these lovely fellas, and it's just been a hell of a ride so far, and I have no plans on stopping. It's good stuff.
Hell
It's very
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, I'd say you're doing quite well, Kay.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Like, I'll jump in here now, but like, obviously Zantor, I know, like, between us two, we've been streaming a little bit longer, on and off, but hey-oh. But I would say these two guys have absolutely smashed it this last year. Like, they're not even a year in, and the size of their communities that they've grown is ridiculous. Like, and I'm excited for their future. I'm excited
to be fair,
of
though,
their future.
I reckon the lockdown might have benefited us in a way compared to you guys when you started, because like it's given us the time to actually stream a lot more, make
That's
more
fair.
content, and build the community. So I feel like that's quite a big.
Sure.
I mean,
And
it also,
there's going to
difference.
be more people like at home doing nothing as
Yeah.
well. There's going to
Yeah,
be more
yeah, exactly.
people watching. Yeah.
True that. But, yeah. Finally, we
Anyway,
have Zantor. How and when did you
Me.
start streaming? Yes.
Well, streaming actually goes back way further than just 2017, which is when I properly started streaming Clone Hero and all that. It actually started, I mean, not even streaming, but like creating content for the internet. It was more like 2011, 2012, that sort of time. It was a long time ago. Maybe even longer ago than that. Can't even remember. But I was there for, like the rise and fall of Fred and Smosh and all that. I was there for all that. And I've been just on the internet ever since, making content, and literally no one was watching for years, so that sort of thing. Like I did like series of like No Man's Sky on my existing channel right now. It's still there. There's like 200 videos, and most of them have got like 2 to 3 views, that sort of thing.
Let's get them to 10.
Had a lot of failure, but I think, I don't know why I started coming back to Guitar Hero. I don't know. I just always played it when I was a bit younger, like in year 8 or whatever in school, and I don't know. I just kept going. I just kept playing it. Started on easy. I remember my first ever FC as well. It was "You Give Up a Bad Name" by Bon Jovi. Do you know that one?
ooh,
Guitar Hero 5 on easy. I didn't even realize I was on an FC, and I was like, "Wait, have I missed a note yet? I haven't missed a note yet." I was like struggling, you know how it's like when you're on an FC and your heart starts racing.
yeah.
It was like that, but on easy difficulty.
I'm just getting
and,
Destiny flashbacks from Lee.
Very
Oh,
shortly after
fucking
that,
hell, dude. We don't talk
shortly
about
after that, I just like moved up to like medium difficulty, and I stuck with medium for a long time, and then I gradually got into hard and then expert, and I just had that itch to play Guitar Hero again, because I was a Wii player. I played on the Nintendo Wii, and I'd just sort of taken it down because I got a new PC, and I wanted to play again, but I didn't really have a TV to play on, so I just kind of looked for Guitar Hero PC, found Guitar Hero 3 for PC, and that's the time when, like, literally like about a month later, Clone Hero was first sort of introduced to the world. Like I watched the first Jason Paradise stream when he played Clone Hero. He said it was like, "Oh, I don't know if we're going to play this again after today. Well, it might go terribly, that sort of thing." And that was the stream that changed everything.
Jason's
After that
definitely
day,
been a
it was like
huge
literally
part.
an overnight transition. Like everyone, like on one day was playing Guitar Hero 3 with like mods and all that wacky stuff, and literally overnight, everyone transitioned to Clone Hero and never opened Guitar Hero 3 again. And I was exactly the same. And after that, I just kind of started streaming just to see how it would go, and it went quite well. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started.
How
And
did you
now,
get
a few
into
years
charting?
later, I'm still going. Charting, I don't really know. I just thought it would be interesting to try and put notes to a song one time. Um, I've still got my first ever chart, and
boy.
that is Spheres of Madness by Decapitate.
Ah.
And I actually played it today, and it's surprisingly not terrible. Like a lot of it's still in sync, but it doesn't live up to the quality charts I made today. But no, I started charting in like around the same time, around October 2017, and just kept on charting. And then Gent Hero happened Gent Hero charted. Happened. Can I speak? Gent Hero happened.
Parlez-vous français?
Gent Hero happened, and then I just like kept growing and building from then. Just kept on improving. And yeah, that's how I've been going. I've just been going casually, just a slow ride, if you will.
Do,
Uh,
do, 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 do. I really need to stop this. We're going to get copyrighted one day. Like,
Yeah, it was just a slow ride. I just kept streaming, doing my thing. I'm not like after insane growth or anything really fast. I just want to casually get there. I don't want to push anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
That sort of thing. Just a
That-
casual ride.
actually leads us nicely onto the next topic, which is future plans.
Snap that segue.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
You timed that perfectly, Zantor. It's almost as if you were reading the screen.
Well, I
Lee,
wasn't.
do
Yo.
you have... let's just stick to this year, maybe end of next year. Do you have any plans of where you want to go? Whether that's Twitch, YouTube, content creation, Pornhub, OnlyFans, like... What do you want to do?
I mean, I think the main.
OnlyFans, but I haven't posted there.
He lies.
You can look it up. I haven't
Oh,
posted
jeez.
there yet. I've got it just
He's
for
actually, he's
the
actually Belle Delphine. He's just pretending.
Bitch, you were thinking I died. Surprise. Anyway, sorry, Lee. On you go, bud.
Future plans. I mean, I think the main thing I want to go for probably is streaming. But obviously, with streaming, a lot of growth comes from other platforms because Twitch is pretty poor with its discoverability.
100%.
So, yeah, most of it's just to grow on Twitch. I think I push it in every YouTube video to say, go follow my Twitch and stuff. I think some people have come from YouTube, but I'm pretty sure most of the community I have built has come from Twitch. Obviously, I met everyone here from Twitch, and it's just where I have the most fun. I think it's really a lot of fun interacting with the community, playing songs, everyone requesting songs, and just chilling out with people on stream, real time. So, as much as I love YouTube, a lot of the time I do struggle to make videos because the motivation is not always there. But with streaming, I don't really have that struggle. So yeah.
So you've got that. Just what you're saying about the motivation is like you've got that instant feedback with Twitch because it's live. Like, people
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
can be like, "Oh, like you're awesome," or like "you suck dick," or like whatever. You get that instant feedback.
Flash ban.
Yeah, so with YouTube,
exactly,
you get
yeah.
you post your video and it will get, you don't know how many views it will get or what comments it will get. It's sort of like second guessing a lot of the things you create because you might make something that you really like, but then think after it's made, after you've edited it, like, actually, I don't want to post that. I'm gonna delete it completely and then just forget about it. But obviously with streaming, it's all in real time. It can go tits up, but
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you are as a person generally, if that will actually happen or not. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on growing the YouTube still. It's still growing. My goal is to reach 10K by June, which is fucking stupid, but it's
Mad goal, but I
a
reckon
goal.
reach it.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
doing
definitely
what you're
doable.
doing,
Potentially.
Because how long ago did you set your YouTube up? Like, well,
I
say
started-
set up, like actually started posting
I
consistently.
think it's about 5 months ago.
Like, that's insane to have 1.5K. Like, it's not
Yeah, it's
impossible.
doing well.
I mean, I've had my YouTube since like 2016,
Hmm.
and I'm only at a 1K subs. So
Yeah, I think it's dependent on a lot of the content you post as well, isn't
Mm.
it? Like, gaming content is quite saturated, so quite hard to get out there, which I think is great about Twitch, because obviously you can play it there and then for people, and people will come and stay, or people will come and go, or whatever. That's just is what it is. But
I've noticed that like reaction content is an absolute gold mine
yeah,
when it comes to
Yeah.
views.
You
but a
could say
lot of
that-
it as well is I love music. I always have, so it's something that I've just found that I can enjoy, even if it is something that's quite easy views.
You could say that the YouTube meta right now is like reaction videos kind of thing. It's
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
even fucking PewDiePie and that do it now. So everyone's
I
doing it.
think
Really.
I think the important thing with reaction stuff is that anyone can do it. It's just you've got to try and get people to come back and stick with you, and try
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get them leeching on, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
As for myself, future plans, I'm going to continue streaming on Twitch, obviously, duh. But this year in particular, I really want to push YouTube content because, as Lee said, the discoverability on Twitch is not the greatest. And
Though,
if you
going
wanna-
back to that,
yeah,
real quick, sorry. Twitch has introduced a boost thing, which is sort of rolling out to different affiliates,
I have noticed that.
which does put your channel on the homepage for a limited amount of time, which I've seen some people have had a bit of growth with that, but it's not been rolled out to everyone yet. So I think they're working on stuff, but it's still not the ideal platform to grow on.
How would
say.
that work with the whole like DMCA thing and copyright music?
That I don't know. All I
Do you
know
think
is
you'd
that
get in
people.
trouble if you ended up on the front home page of Twitch with copyright music playing?
Yeah, that's. I think that's
That's a
going to
good
be
question.
an interesting topic as to when that happens. But
Yeah,
so I do get asked that. I don't know about yourselves, but I get asked that a fair bit in my chat. Like, "Oh, what are you going to do
Yeah.
with DMCA?" And I'm
All
just
the
like,
time.
I'm just riding the wave and see what happens. Like,
I'm
I
not
ain't
gonna lie.
stress
It
about
comes and goes with it. A lot of people. It blows up for like a month and then it quiets them down, and then again it goes up again, and
Yep.
everyone goes up in arms about it. But like again, people are just going as they are and carrying on, and
100%.
no one's really getting banned. At least not that I've seen.
The way I
So-
see it is like I'm not going to worry until I start to see people getting banned. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the odd person here or there, but like when, say, like let's just take some of the Clone Hero bigger streamers, so like acai, Randy, Ukog, Jason. Like when they start getting hit, that's when I'll kind of be a bit more wary. But until then,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep playing Clone Hero, still enjoying the music. Like,
There's
the
a
end of
good
the day,
example.
I do it for fun. So
Is Chainbrain, who streams every freaking day, constantly playing copyrighted music, and he is smashing it on Twitch right now.
speaking of Chainbrain, that's kind of the look I'm going for, like the beard and the bald head. Just saying, Chain, if you're watching this, big fan. But anyway, I'm gonna segue for that because that was awkward. Kay, your future plans.
To be, you guys keep nailing it on the head, man. Like, it's exactly the same on my end, really. I do want to keep streaming. Like, I want to, carry on. I want to get a bit more consistency with it. Hopefully, with the way that work is going for me at the moment and quietening down at this point of the year, I can try and be a little bit more consistent with my streams. And with the fact that I'll have a little bit more energy for that, I really want to start having a consistent upload calendar on YouTube. And getting a decent amount of videos out, a few different types. I haven't really settled on exactly what I want to do because I don't want to go for just the I don't want to go exclusively clone hero. You know, like posting FCs. You know, like all the stuff at the moment are just a couple of shit posts and some old world record runs of a PS1 game. Like, but I want to kind of keep everything a little bit. I want to keep it quite variety driven, but it's just a case of, you know, getting the ideas in place, making sure I've got the time to do it, you know, keeping it consistent. It's just getting into the habit of those things. But if I can sort of build that, I'm not too bothered about numbers as long as I'm still having fun while I'm doing it. You know, as long as I'm not getting dragged down under while the numbers are going up. I wouldn't mind if everything plateaued as long as I'm still happy, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good way to look at it. Like, 'cause at the end of the day, like, having success and being huge would be great, but if you're not happy with it, like, I'll take one example of a content creator I watch. He's probably all know him, KSI, JJ.
Yes.
A few years ago, like, he was, like, he just stopped posting, like, and he eventually came out saying, like, he wasn't happy, he was just doing the trends that were basically getting him the views. He took a step back and then came back and made the content he wanted to make, and he was happy about it. Like, as I spoke about earlier, mental health is a huge part of everyone's life, and if you're not happy at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing if it doesn't make you happy. So yeah, sorry I've just jumped in there, but yeah, like,
no,
I almost encourage jumping in and just adding stuff, because you know, it extends on a certain topic, I guess.
True that. But yeah, look after your mental health, everyone, please. I'm pretty sure everybody's got something in their Discords, but if you do ever need a chat about what's going on, just to vent, I know for myself,
Message Docky.
You can
Don't message me.
Fair. Zantor doesn't care, but it's fine. Speaking about Zantor not caring, what's your future plans?
I
don't care about your future plans. No, I'm joking. On you go.
Wow, I see how it is. Just to keep doing what I'm doing, really. I'm not looking for, like, instant success or anything like that. Keep posting stuff as and when things happen. I mean, most of my YouTube videos are, like, highlight videos anyway. Just stuff that happens on stream, like cool FCs and all that. Occasionally I'll post something that isn't, like, an FC or whatever, but for the most part, it's just clone your FCs and cool stuff that happens. But yeah, it's mainly just continue to do what I'm doing, really. Just nothing really special.
Just have fun, basically.
Just exactly. If I'm enjoying it, it's going to be great. Well, I guess I do want to just keep on adding a bit more variety this year, though. For example, I've been playing a bit of Prison Architect recently on stream. That's been fun. Some GeoGuessr as well. And also when the new Binding of Isaac DLC drops on my birthday, actually 31st of March, I'll just be playing that non-stop. I'm thinking, just completely stop Clone Hero and just solidly work on Isaac. So just to try and almost have less of a schedule, as weird as that might sound. Like,
what?
I know people try and like, have less of a schedule. Said it right. I know what you're thinking. Almost have less of a schedule and just kind of, like, do what I want, you know, kind of free flow it a bit more.
That's fair. So we had a whole bunch of topics here, and the next one on the list that I'm going to go on to, we had a discussion a little while ago about us all being a bit younger. And I know the guys are going to hate this because there are some really, really interesting pictures here. We have just opened up, because this is being recorded live on Twitch, by the way. If you're watching this on YouTube, we will be broadcasting our podcast recordings live on Twitch pretty much the Friday night, like the day before this goes live. So if you are watching live on Twitch, first off, thank you for being here. This video will be posted onto our YouTube channel tomorrow, 6 p.m. But I kind of lost where I was going with that. Yeah, we've opened up the Twitch chat, basically. We're going to be a bit more interactive with the Twitch cat. Twitch cat? Cool. We have been live for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Everybody's just been spamming emotes. It's been great. But now we're going to have a bit of interactivity with you guys. We're going to play a little game. And this game is Guess Who, basically. We have a bunch of images of the four of us from when we were younger. And we want to see if you guys can guess who is who. There's
we
no
need
prizes.
to make sure we don't react, by the way. If we react to it, then you're going to know who it is.
We won't actually be on screen at this point.
Oh, okay.
You will
That's
just see
fine.
the images of the four of us that are younger. So, if you guys are ready, shall we begin?
Go on.
Let's do it.
And first off, we have this one. So, it's a nice young chap sitting in a chair. The chat are saying Zantor. Are they correct, Zantor?
It's obviously me, of course it
they're
is.
correct. Dang, he's fucking handsome. He was a handsome young chap, yeah. We'll go to the next one.
Are you trying to say that 12-year-old me was handsome? That's kind of weird. Just saying.
I mean, if I said he was fit and like I wanted to do things, then yeah, that'd be weird. But I just said he was a handsome young chap. There's a difference. So,
Oh, is it Lee or is it Kay?
Lee or Kay? Who is this? I knew this was going to happen. This is great. Does the owner of this image want to speak up?
Hello.
So this one is Lee.
It's me.
This one is Lee.
Yeah.
As
So
you
It's 8 years ago, I think. 8 years ago, yeah.
Jeez.
Man.
So yeah,
Been
as you guys will
15.
see, there's quite a few images. With their
You look like
maybe...
my math teacher, what?
Your math teacher looks 12? Oh god, I love it. Right, let's move on to the next one. So this one's a bit harder to see. Let's have a wee zoom in there. But who is this one? Yeah, I think that's a bit obvious. Yeah. A very, very young version of myself.
Just noshing down on a sausage roll while everyone's
It was a
like,
Subway.
actually looking at it.
It's a
What was
Subway.
in the sub?
Oh, it's a Subway.
It was just a bacon roll, to be honest with you guys. Like, a bacon roll.
Nice.
How did I get
How was the
this?
sandwich? Yeah,
That was
how was
good.
the sandwich?
It was good. Really good. Really, really good. Yep. Got the next one. Who is this?
That's Ahmed.
Yeah, it is Ahmed. Yep. Chat seems...
Wait, I was looking at the person in front.
That's actually my friend Gavin. He's from what I've heard has been doing really successful. So Gavin, if you're watching, mate, keep up the good work.
Of course, everyone knows Gavin. Everyone.
Oh yeah.
Gavin.
Who is this one? Kay. Oh
Wow.
Everybody's saying Kay. Swag as usual. We've got one docky.
A 1 mile, Liam.
Yeah.
Oh.
So surprise, surprise, it's not Kay. Kay, cause Liam's not cool. Thanks. Thanks, Pikachu. So yeah, this was a trip when myself and a few people from my year went to Barcelona, and my mates decided to dress me up a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, I've never been the fashionable type. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Who is this? Who is this one? Yep, chat got it. Everyone's saying Zantor. How old were you here in this one, Zantor?
Which one is it? My stream's like really laggy. Oh, this one. It was back in 2013.
Oh wow.
So I'm not sure on my age. I think it was like 16 or something.
8
Yeah,
years ago.
about that. I
You're a
haven't
gangster.
changed much. I'll be honest. I've pretty much stayed exactly the same. I haven't aged one bit.
You need to
I'm
wear
still
sunglasses more.
16.
Yeah, those
And
aviators.
yeah, I do like the sunglasses. I could get them out. I could find them. Knocked
Also,
everything over.
Dean has just put in the chat, that's Zantor and Kay. So, yeah.
Yep.
We'll jump on to the next one.
God.
Yep, that's bang on.
Who's
Yeah, go
this one? This one's a bit of a tricky one,
Oh yeah.
I would say. This one's a bit of a tricky one. We got a K. We got a Liam. K.
Mm-hmm.
K.
Mhm.
K.
Mhm.
More Ks.
Do you want to tell them or shall I?
We've got Lee.
Oh, we got one Lee.
I've got a
Might be
Lee.
Lee, to be honest. Who is it?
It is, in fact, your boy KayHaitch, thinking
is
he was
Kay.
Harry Potter at the age of 4.
Why'd you put your name in a goblet of fire?
Dumbledore said calmly.
Shall we do that? Just like narrate books, like between the four
Yes.
of us.
We could do an audiobook.
Yeah. If you guys want to see that,
With, yeah, it could be an audiobook with our commentary in the middle, like laughing and talking about it.
you're a condom head, Harry.
Podcast
I'm
audio.
what?
But yeah, if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments if you want an
Oh my
audio
God,
book.
yeah, we could all be different characters as well.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Well, this one needs a bit of a zoom. But who is this? Who is this? Liam, Lee. Holy the drip. Oh, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. So who is this one?
What we saying?
It looks like most people are saying either Lee or myself. Now, I don't
Yeah.
know if they're saying myself because of the fashion
Tough one.
choices, but it's definitely not me.
Yeah, hello.
This one's Lee.
Yeah, don't comment on the fashion sense, please. I don't know when that was. I don't know where I was.
Now
What are
this
those?
one,
I don't know. Who this?
I think this one's a little bit easier than a few of them.
I don't know. This one was one of the more difficult ones, I thought.
I suppose.
Noah apparently thinks every single one is Liam.
Yeah,
It is a tough one.
I've just got quite a generic face apparently. So again, it's the whole K and Lee.
Apparently, we look identical,
Wait.
dude.
Slinky, you can't be commenting when you're my girlfriend and you know this.
Nah, too cool looking for Liam, so I'm going K. I'm just getting royally abused in this.
Yeah.
So this one is.
Docky's grand.
Oh
When
no.
he was young.
Oh god. Yeah, this is your man Gently.
This is Lee.
Emo Lee. Emo Jufro Lee. Yeah.
Now this one. This one. Let's zoom in. Who is this? This young chap here. I can't really zoom in any further. Man like K. Ooh. Yeah, I think most people have got it. It is myself. The ears give it away.
Yeah, it's a telltale sign.
Now this one. Who is this? And we're talking about the child on the left. So the one in the blue bench top.
Look at those straight jeans down to those ankles wearing those flip-flops.
So swag.
Flippity flaps.
Flippity flop.
Lol zoom, I can't see.
I think people are a bit
So this one here.
Only because of the fashion sense.
Oh come on, man. That was one picture with the fucking checkered shorts and skull. Come on, man.
So this one is a bit trickier.
Come on.
So who's this one, guys?
That is, in fact, Mr. KayHaitch.
It is K.
Everyone said Lee because of the fucking fashion sense. Jesus Christ.
Now this is the last of the images. So for the final one, who do we think this is? HSAH DFA SHF BHASF.
Got it first try. Well done.
It's just so 2000.
Mr. Chemical H, Zantor maybe. This is really 2000, kind of like mid 2000s, I would say.
I'm getting
Zanny boy.
busted vibes from this.
KH.
So edgy. Look at the edge on that. Ooh.
It's yeah, that's me again, boys. And it wasn't the mid 2000s. It was 2014. I'll have you know.
I mean, if you looked like that in the early 2000s, like you looked
Oh, I
pretty
would've
old
been-
for your age.
Wait. Who are the
God.
posters in the background there? What emo bands did you have on your wall?
The only one I can remember being up there was 30 Seconds to Mars. That wasn't my bedroom. Just to be clear, I was not that kid. I was not the one who did all the Quran cutouts or anything. But you can just about see Jared Leto in there behind my shoulder.
One of the comments in the chat just now says, "I bet they cried when MCR broke up."
Oh, I did. Shut up.
Don't waste my time.
Oh,
Oh man.
right. So I'll pop us back onto the screen. We have one last section before we are going to leave you guys. We did put out a form the other day to basically get some questions from you guys. So we're going to go over these questions fairly quickly because we have been alive for about 50 minutes. We're trying to keep this around about the hour mark because I know Lee is going to go stream himself and so am I. So we'll try and keep this fairly quick, and depending on the time we might try and get some questions from the Twitch chat. Now, the first question from Anonymous is, what made you want to start the Djentlemens Club? Now, shall I take this one, guys?
I reckon so.
Yeah, go for it.
So the initial idea was honestly growth. Growth was the big thing behind it. The four of us share a lot of the same community, because as you guys in chat will probably know, a lot of you know each other, as is there are people here from Lee's community, my community, Kay and Zantor's, and you're all fairly familiar, so we kind of thought bring it all into one place, and that one place is the Djentlemens Club. It sounds like I'm repeating the intro video again. It's almost as if that was scripted. But yeah, that's the main reason for the Djentlemens Club. We got on really well, and we can grow together, kind of thing.
Yeah, we don't anymore.
Docky
Sorry, Lee?
lived alone in his hut.
You said we get on really well, and I said that we don't anymore.
I mean, I get my pickle tickled every now and then, but that keeps me on. Anyway, next question. When you were still planning on creating the Djentlemens Club and started contacting each other, was everyone already in at first, or did it take a bit convincing?
Oh, this started off me and Liam, didn't it?
Yep.
Me and you, Liam, on just casual Destiny 2 chats. It's possible you might have been in the stream when it was happening, I don't know, but we didn't exactly keep it private to begin with. It was sort of an idea thrown into the air. And then I think Docky took heed of asking Kay and Zantor, but yeah, we just sort of came to the discussion, and that's where the idea came from. So
I remember in particular, I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon when Docky contacted me about it.
Yeah.
I was making a theme park. Fond memory.
I think I just got off a stream and Docky was like, call me immediately. And we had like an hour and a half long chat. And at the end, Docky was
Jesus.
like, right, I've got an
were
idea.
you just chatting?
Yeah. It was like, it was just a really nice conversation. Like, Docky called me for the specific reason that we chatted for fucking ages beforehand before even getting to that point.
Yep.
You were
was like,
making
yeah,
OnlyFans
100%.
content, don't lie. Come on.
Shh.
We can all see through you. All right.
Nah, like from what I can remember, everyone was pretty much on board like straight away.
We all thought it was a great idea.
Yeah,
Oh god, yeah.
we all kind of seen the opportunity to all grow at the same time.
And roughly when was that? Like, what time?
My brain is
There's no
initially
idea.
telling me like August, September time. I think.
I think it was
Yeah,
around that,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
like
about
about
that
thereabouts. Because I'll be honest, like I do browse the Clone Hero Twitch like viewer quite frequently to see if there's anyone up and coming, shall we say. I've known Zantor for what, over 2 years now, I'm pretty sure, because you raided me on
Yeah.
a charity stream.
That's it, yeah.
But upon viewing the Twitch Clone Hero panels, I spotted, at separate times obviously, I've spotted Kay and I've spotted Lee, and I've seen them kind of like as up and coming talents kind of thing. And as they have proven like over the last year, as I've said quite a few times this stream, they have been absolutely smashing it. So yeah,
Big
kind of
up,
just
man.
spend a bit of time in their
I'm
chat.
all
got
based
to
in the
know
UK
them.
as well, so it kind of fits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
No awkward time zones and stuff.
yeah, we can all
Yeah.
kind of recording has sometimes been difficult just because of all our different schedules. Schedules, upload calendars, it doesn't matter. But yeah, because I think that initially when we all first got together, it was like Zantor would stream from like 11:30 till 4, Kay
Right.
was 4 till 7, and then there was a bit of a gap between 7 and 8 when I started streaming, and then Lee started streaming at 9, so it was kind of like you had one of us for the whole day basically. It was pretty sweet. Yeah, I just realised we were trying to keep these quick, and that went for a while. But anyway, next question.
That's cool.
Have any of you thought about making other content on the channel other than Clone Hero and reaction videos? Yaddicts. And that is from Jack. Jack has asked us that.
I would like to, but we don't currently have anything like recorded.
Yeah.
Really, we've got one other thing that we're working on.
Yeah.
But we're not really going to say anything about that yet until it's all done. But at the moment, all we've got is reaction videos and Clone Hero stuff. But we will expand as we go on.
Yeah.
We have discussed and put ideas in the air about sort of other games we want to play and other content we want to make. So yeah, it's just sort of going with the flow for now, going with what we all generally do as a main thing, and then we'll just expand from there, I think.
100%. Like, we initially got together, kind of brainstormed a whole bunch of ideas. Like, we've got quite the extensive list, but as Lee says, we've stuck to what we all do as is, kind of just to judge how you guys would take this whole idea of the four of us coming together. I feel it's been going pretty well so far, so I would say yes to that question. There are other ideas coming in the future. As to what they will be,
Definitely.
we're not 100% sure yet, but we will get round to something.
We'll work something out.
Yeah.
So these next two questions are pretty much the same, and this is to all gentlemen. How old are we? So we'll just go in alphabetical order, kind of screen order. How old are we? So Lee?
I'm 23. 24 this year.
I'm 27, the oldest of the group.
Old bastard.
Hey, I'm 24. Soon to be 25.
And I am 23, almost 24.
So wait, who's the younger
Huge.
out of Lee and Zantor?
Well, I was
I'm
born in
July.
March.
Oh,
So Lee,
me then.
you are the youngest.
I'm the young boy.
You're the bad
I knew it from that little fresh face. Look at him.
So we, on top of that question though, there is a question for Zantor, and there's another question from Kay, and this one was from Baron, by the way. Shout out Baron, Grandpa Liam. Pfft, I'm not that old. So Zantor, this one is for you. How long have you been playing Guitar Hero / charting songs?
Well, we kind of answered a bit of that earlier in the stream. I mean, I've been charting since October 2017. But
300
playing the
years.
game, I don't even know. My first Guitar Hero game was Guitar Hero 5, and I got that on the Wii. So I don't know when that came out.
Guitar Hero 5 was 2009. Because that was the
It's
year
2009, so
of, like,
it might have
100 games
been.
coming out.
It might have been like Christmas 2010 then thing.
That's fair.
I'm not entirely sure, but that's when I think it was.
Fair.
Because I remember I got it for Christmas for sure. But yeah.
Question for Kay, which I know we pretty much answered earlier, but just in case anybody skipped through the video or is joining in now on the podcast, Kay, how long have you been streaming?
I have been streaming since April 2nd, so that's 10 months and something days. That's
3
just
days.
a little bit. 10, that's the one. That's the number. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, 10 months and 3 days to be exact.
Sweet. The next question we have is, why is Twitter so popular? Like, it's just typical social network with symbol limitations. They just make your thoughts shorter, and sometimes you can't put your thought in a tweet. It's so stupid if you think about that. That's from Anonymous. So
I mean, you can like reply to your own tweet, create like a thread. So there's a
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it's a good
idea.
discussion platform generally to just. You can easily post stuff on there, and then you can talk about it with other random people who might accidentally stumble across your content. So, I think it's a good platform for discussing things with people and news and stuff like that.
yeah, I really need to use Twitter more. But yeah,
I was
seen Kay's Twitter. I mean,
Oh my god!
like 80
yeah.
tweets.
Hey, did you see my tweet earlier though?
I
the word
did.
tweet.
Oh, what a tweet! Yeah,
And I
man.
reply to it.
Yeah, exactly. No, to be fair, I was in the same mindset as Anonymous, who'd sent that question in like a good couple of years ago, and then just one day it completely clicked, and now it's basically the only social like platform that I use out of anything. Obviously, more my personal than the KayHaitch one, but like it's my most used platform, 100%. I think it's fantastic.
I mean, it's probably the better of the platforms out there as well, because you can see more real-time like updates with your friends and stuff and what they're doing and that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's quite easy to keep up to date with what people are doing.
I like Twitter, right? Twitter's good, but I feel like there's a lot of negative stuff on Twitter, so I try and avoid looking at it.
Yeah, that has
more.
happened a lot more recently. Definitely.
Yeah. So to avoid all the negative stuff, I'm more of a Redditor myself. I look at Reddit a lot because no matter what you look at, there's always good stuff on Reddit. Like it's always positive. I mean, sure, you see all like the American government stuff happening all over the news bit, but apart from that, it's really good because you can just subscribe to stuff you like. Like there's like a subreddit
metal.
called Grandpa Joe Hate, which is just a subreddit of people who hate Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory because he's lazy.
He is. He's a twat.
Exactly, and it's just community of people who just hate him. It's great, and you can look at cat pictures as well. It's great. I highly recommend Reddit.
Twitter's been getting, I think it's a swarms of accounts where people hide behind an anime profile picture or some shit.
Yeah.
And they can just go off and do whatever they want and say whatever they want and get away with it basically because they're not showing their face or anything like that like a normal account would.
No accountability
So I
for
think-
their actions.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think a lot of those sort of accounts are starting to build up a lot more on Twitter, so that's causing a lot more issues. And yeah, I don't know. Other than that, it's a good platform if you can somehow cut out all of the hate and all that stuff.
Like I did it a while ago. Just like honestly, it doesn't matter. Like just unfollow people who post negative stuff. Like for example, I've unfollowed like a bunch of chatters in the guitar community because a lot of their stuff can be negative at times. You know,
there's
like
been
unfollow
drama
people even
around
if even if you like them and like their stuff, just unfollow them if they post negative stuff because I just can't be dealing with it.
That's fair.
It's just pointless stress.
Um,
Just follow people who post good stuff.
Follow people who make you happy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Back to the happiness topic. Yeah, good point, Kay. I will move us on to the next question. Let's try and rattle them off quick.
How many are there?
We'll do. There's one more after this.
Okay.
We do them in alphabetical order again. What PC specs do you all have? I want to know because I'm an IT nerd. So we'll start with Lee. Even just roughly.
I got a GeForce something 2070 Super, an i9 9900K CPU, 32 gig of RAM.
Yikes.
That's fair. That's kind of the main.
They're the main specs I really know, to be honest.
That's powerhouse.
Yeah.
So mine's currently. I have bought another one, but I'll get on to that in a second. I currently run a GTX 1070, an i5. I think it's like 6th or 7th gen. It's pretty old, and 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. However, I have just bought an absolute monster of a PC, which is going to have a GTX 3080, the latest i9. It's like 10700K, I think it is, and 64.
Getting that for another year.
Well, at this page, yeah, and a 64 gigs of DDR4. So it's
Yikes.
as Dina has just commented. I think it might be able to run Crysis. You never know. Yeah.
Just maybe though.
Looks like you'll
Maybe.
be doing all the
Confirmed.
video editing then. You'll run the videos out in like 4K at like 2
Render
minutes.
them in like 3 seconds, kind of thing.
Yeah, in 4K.
Yeah. Okay, what about yourself?
Off the top of my head, I'm not really a computer person, but if I remember correctly, it's an i5 of some sort, a 1070 Super in there, and I think it's 32 gigs of DDR4,
Nice.
and then way too little storage in there. Like I need to get that upgraded at some point, but it runs quite nicely at least.
And then there's me with my potato PC. It's about like 7 years old now. I haven't even opened the side, so there's going to be tons of dust in there. And I've got an i5 4460, so it's a 4th gen. So that's quite old now. Soon this, 10th and 11th gen now.
Yeah.
16 gigs DDR3. I've got a GTX 970 as well. Yeah, talking about it like it's good, but it's really not anymore.
I mean, it was good for its time, and it still holds
Yeah,
up,
for its
to be
time.
fair.
It was a good price as well. It was like, I think, 680 quid. And that was like 7 years ago. So, the newest graphics card was like, was the 980 Ti back then. So it was pretty good. A good price for what it was.
That's fair. It still does the job. You can still stream
Yeah,
and play games.
still
So it
whirring away.
does the job.
I would like to upgrade fairly.
Should go for it. The last question, and we'll probably call it after this, to be honest, because we have been over the hour now. Who found who first? How did you all get introduced / discover each other?
Ooh.
Now, I think we
That's a
should go
good
for
question.
chronological order. I think that's the correct word.
Yep.
Zantor and myself have been on Twitch all in all for about 3 years.
Yeah, I remember when I raided you. It was in August of 2018,
Yep.
I think, and it was
Spot
your
on.
charity stream.
Yep.
And I'd done a long
24
stream then as well, because I was playing the endless set lists. I think it was the Warriors of Rock endless set list I raided you on, because that's the
Yep.
longest.
Yep.
It was about 7 hours long, and I did that, and then I raided you after because I saw like it was just you. I don't think there was many people there in the chat at all. I think it was just you at that point.
It
And
was
I
a lot
thought,
smaller.
I'm just gonna raid you. I'm just gonna see what you like, and then we talked for a bit, and then we just kind of stuck around. And
We hit it off.
yeah, head off big
I'm tempted
time.
to get Careless Whisper playing here, but hey, yo. Fast forward a couple years, and I don't know how you guys all met, but as I discussed earlier, like with me browsing the Twitch page, that's how I found Kay and Lee. Kind of just started talking to them. Yeah, that was kind
I
of.
remember I found Kay through a random raid. Like, someone was just like, "Oh yeah, you should raid this guy," and I was like, "Okay, I'll just raid this KayHaitch guy. We'll see what he's like." I've seen him streaming a few times here and there, when I was looking to raid people, and then I just raided, and I don't know, there's just something about Kay streams that I don't know. I just kept laughing, like uncontrollably
Kay is quite
throughout
funny
the
guy.
stream. So I thought I've got to stick with this guy. This guy's cool. He's
I
he makes me laugh.
found Zantor through IFC'd, I think, the False Idol album by Vader Mayer on Gent
That's
Hero.
it. Yeah.
I think I tagged you in something on Twitter, and then you sent me a chart early, and I think that's pretty much how I met you. And then I started coming to your streams and just watching your streams, and then you raided Docky, and that's when I then met and followed Docky.
Right.
sure.
Right.
I do remember that.
Not-
'Cause you followed me like after I had already been like followed you.
Yeah, I think you were playing Alien Isolation at the time.
Oh god, let's not talk about that, please.
Unless I
And
host
then-
Docky, because I wouldn't have been around to raid Docky.
I think
'cause
he
we've
did an
seen
early
it
stream.
times.
I
Right.
think it was an early one. It was a day stream or something, because I was working. Docky was live for whatever reason.
I have no
Um,
idea.
Kay, I have no idea how I found you. Not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember on your end either, my dude. I
It
remember.
might have been a random chance.
Yeah, but I think it probably was just a chance. It's probably a chance encounter in one of Docky streams, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
But I remember when I was on the 4 till 7, I would see, like, before I went live, I'd see Zantor playing. I'd pop in every now and again, drop a lurk. And then obviously the raid came in. That's how we got properly introduced. I remember the first time I saw one of Docky's streams, I was in one of Dinozord's streams, big up Dino, and he raided you. And all I vividly remember from that stream was I saw you talking for about 5 minutes, and then you panicked because a takeaway had arrived and you weren't prepared for it.
That does sound like me.
And that was the first time I'd ever like seen any of your stuff. And then it was just lurking from there, and then conversation, and it just spitballed, snowballed, rolled.
Yeah,
it went.
Yeah, that's pretty much roughly a foggy history of how we all got together.
The history of the club.
Yeah,
pretty much. But on that note, I think we should wrap this podcast up. It has flown by. It's went a lot better than I thought it would. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gone pretty good today.
I was partly worried we weren't going to have enough to talk about, but clearly we've got too much to talk about.
Can I interrupt? If anyone has questions for us for the next podcast, which will be happening next month, submit them in the Google form. We'll link it where links are.
Form. We'll be making a new form for that.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We'll get that.
Well, when the new form's up, use that one.
Yeah.
And it'll be wherever links are found.
Yes. The more questions you guys submit, the longer the podcast could be. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching.
24-hour podcast when?
Sorry? 24-hour
podcast when?
Charity podcast, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, a charity podcast could actually be quite fun. That could be quite fun. How many followers for that? 1,000?
Yeah.
It's a while away, but I think we could do it.
Easily.
Yeah, if we're only doing this monthly, I mean, it could take some time, but yeah.
1,000 followers, we'll do a 24-hour charity podcast where we all just chat shit for 24 hours. But yeah, on that note, we will love yous and leave yous. Thank you for watching. I know Lee is about to go stream some Clone Hero.
Yes.
Lee's going to go stream some Clone Hero. His face is down below in the Twitch panels. Just click on his face; it'll take you to his channel.
I was going to say that's
down the way. Yeah.
Also, is there any reason why your face is bigger in the panels?
I don't know.
Than
it's like
everyone else's?
I'll try and fix it, but that's just the way it was. I've got a big
His
head.
face is
compensating for something.
Quite strange.
Yeah, I think you're compensating for something with that big face.
it's like, please click me instead.
I'm desperate, right? I'm going to be going live with some Minecraft shortly. We're going to be taking on the Ender Dragon.
I'll be joining.
So click that face as well, and also make sure to click these two guys' faces as well and give them a follow. They will be live in the next couple days. So until next month really, we will see you then.
And if you want to see this again, it's going to be on the YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Or if you're watching us on YouTube, this happened yesterday. Time is very confusing.
Subscribe.
Please do subscribe.
Yep. Subscribe.
If this video gets 50 likes, we will release something. I don't know what. Right. Yeah, that was a shit plug. But we will see you later.
You ruined it.
Bye.
All right.
Peace. Bye.